All right. So, no major fancy things today. I'm going around. Hey, tell everyone I'm on. Go ahead. I'm on a different PC today, so it's gonna give all of the notifications. Um, I'm currently going around the. Oh, what is this region again? Sambarak. Um, going around to different regions because the 1.3 update is out. Just check the boss fight. The 1.3 update is out as well as Rising Tide is out today. So 1.3 update allows for going and finding information, or going and finding the last bits of the collectibles. I don't think it's going to be here either. I know it popped up in the hideaway, but I don't know where else it could be. Like, I don't know if it'll be in Port Isolde or Old Hill Docks. It's a bit of a mystery. Back to studio. Why do you keep asking me about this? Stop asking me about passwords. Okay. Not that I want to check the fucking thing. This. There we go. That's what I wanted to open. Okay, there we go. Right, YouTube is working. Twitch is working. I've got both chats up. I know we can't go into the city of Port Isolde, but I was just like, I don't know if there's going to be anything like in the docks over here. How do I run again? Is it? Oh shit, he accidentally switched to a one that doesn't actually have any of my things on it. Whoops. And now since I'm in combat, I can't change. Jesus, Joshua, calm down. Okay. Let me actually set these up. Here an icon. So what do I currently have? Phoenix, Heatwave, Earth and Fury, Dancing Steel Gungnir, Titanic Block, Raging Fist, and Judgment Bolt. Yeah. I don't know if I have a lot else actually unlocked. To be able to use anywhere else. Don't really know what else I want to add. I might just wait and see what Leviathan gives. We'll stick with this one for now. Because there's no guarantee that there's other ones that'll be better. Doesn't seem to be anything in here either. Considering this oops, isn't giving me an indication that there's something in here. So there might not be a collector's thing here. I do not want to fight a moose. Not right now. Okay. We'll head back to the hideaway and actually get started on the Rising Tide stuff. Because I'm missing the last collectible, and I'm not entirely sure where I can go to get it. Because there's nothing here to go and collect. So, don't know where I need to go. It might be in my fucking messages. My misses. Might be. I don't think it will be, though. Dear Sid. Ah, Famiel. I write you this note from Imperial Lands. Yes, I know we said we'd be going straight home. Little detour, trade the trinkets we picked up on our travels. Some trusted Gil seemed in order. Give the elder something to soften the shock of losing the dust crystals. Truth is, those crystals have long been a lifeline for our people. And though I may have been quick to comprehend your reasoning that they're not but a tether to a sinking ship, humble country folk like mine are rather less receptive to new ideas. I remember reading this, I don't remember if it was on stream. In the likely event that we should find ourselves driven from our home at point of pitchfork, I trust you'll spare us a bed or three. The lads can sleep on the floor at a pinch. Yeah, I remember reading that. He's a bit of an ass. Sid, I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more, for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands. But if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale in Northreach, and inquire with one Layla. He will surely see you satisfied.
Leviathan the Lost? But why now? After all this time?
Indeed.
Why, what now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there.
All right. Cool. I don't need to walk over there myself.
I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement.
Forgot how gravelly Otto was.
If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together.
Yeah.
Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Vale can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
Wait, is that what the hideaway is called? The Invincible? Is that not the ship? The Calm. Quest destination for the riding tide are indicated with that quest mark. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed on the to-do list. The right hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario objectives. If you wish to restore the main scenario objectives to the to-do list, you can do so in the journal tab. Oh. Alright. So, I'm gonna call it Norvrant there for a second. Sanbreque, Northreach. Close. Close, but not correct.
The garrison said they take another 100 of the pitch spots.
To the Vale it is then.
Oh no, he just sprints automatically out in the overworld. I forgot.
Looks like you've got first.
But enough talk.
How about we?
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
Layla.
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
Oh, she gets off of that.
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What
Interesting.
you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
Jesus.
We're here about the letter.
Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
That was an
Among other
immediate
things.
change of accent.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically,
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
and that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Oh, don't worry, I'm quite proficient at using it.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
What if she realizes the value of the information she's party to?
And the danger it puts her in.
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue eyes.
The Duke has pledged to work with the people of Northreach to rebuild.
There's no visual change over there yet, but I know that's where we're going. Because I remember it from the previous one.
Well, the tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
Currently, no one.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
Oh. Hello. Interesting.
Boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to. The embers are still warm.
Yeah. Wouldn't be gone far.
Sid.
She's vaguely like she's from 14.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies.
I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
Very interesting accent.
The Moats of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated.
Very British.
Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
I did call this out when I was playing
The Surge.
back in like July last
It's
year.
been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing.
She's such a
Not
thick
that I'll hold
accent.
it against you.
She makes me think of a row from 14.
The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
It's a good question.
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
Poor choice of words in front of the company you're with.
But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
Okay, that's admirable.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
I called it out as something suspicious when I first got to Sandbreck. Or this side of the wall in Sandbreck. I was just like, there's something off about that. Oh, that's where it is. Okay. That's actually not... That's not where I thought it was. Because I thought it was way further out here and it was just that big. I guess it kind of makes sense that that's where it is. This is giving such Dawn Trail vibes. Fucking riding on the boat.
All right,
I'd love if
you
the
might want to hold on to something.
if you actually get to see in
Coming up
Dawn
on the
Trail and you
wall
get to choose your
passing
men.
through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Damn. That's nice and bright.
That was Worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
I mean, that was one of people's complaints about the final section of 16. The clouds, they make me so sad. That's also kind of the point of the clouds. They weren't supposed to make you feel good.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
So how desolate is this landscape? Can magic work here, or am I shit out of luck? Oh, it actually looks surprisingly green.
It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Not a problem. I hope audio is okay, by the way, because I'm on a different PC than I'm normally on.
Finally.
So audio is a bit
What?
more awkward.
You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
But now it's free roam area. Damn, that's actually a pretty decent area. Nice. That is quite the view. I am a fan of this view.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Sheila, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
Getting fucking cold out, Joshua. Ah, hello, friends. I'll grab this first. Oh, it's a potion. Okay. Level 50.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my acts and spells to myself then?
God damn it. You know what? I'm just gonna prep Sword of Darkness, because I'm assuming I'm gonna have to use anti-seeking at some point. Oh, I missed Dancing Cloud, really? Oh, there's level 50. Nice.
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
I'm surprised this area is actually, you know, as vibrant as it is, considering. Northern Wolf. God, it feels so cheap using the Sword of Darkness for all of this. Especially when all I'm doing is really just gathering up for the Gathering up for Zentetsuken. Zantetsuken. 7,000 cuts?
We're almost at
or
the
1,000
summit.
cuts?
From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Don't think there's much exploration in this area. I think it's more in the next one. They did
Few
mention that
have
there's
ever
more
set
exploration
eyes on
stuff.
what I'm about to show you, just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
I definitely misheard it the first time I seen the trailer. The original trailer talking about Rising Tide. Because I misheard it as Mericidia, the southern continent of 14. I was just like, hang the fuck on. Mericidia.
So
Alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I definitely misheard it the first time I heard Mysidia as Mericidia. I was just like, this is a 14 tie-in? And considering the fact that the 16 event is going on in 14 until the 15th of May?
Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
So did they use Fallen tech? They had to have, right? I don't know how else they would have done it. Hello. Sorry, I'm killing the native population. Give me a minute. Jesus, Joshua. So what's this? Something I can't get access to yet. Yeah, fair enough. I'll follow the path you've set for me for now, game.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
Huh. That's pretty cool. So they have like enchanted cairns that maintain the glamour. I'm surprised they don't have issues with the BCs running into it. Is this still gonna level me up, even though this is first playthrough, technically,
If the
still?
surge was an act of rage.
One wonders what prompted it.
Damn fucking cool, though. It is so nice to be back to blue skies. Fucking Primogenesis ruining shit. Alright, you know what?
This might take a while.
Zantetsuken! Because fuck this fight. Reflection of fire. Alright, I'll bite. What's the escapement bit? Oh, precision dodge. Increases both movement speed and distance. Interesting. Sorry, Torgal. You know, this time I'll leave you alone, Ibex. You did nothing to me, I'll do nothing to you. It's just, I find it weird that there's actually, like, peaceful mobs.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
I mean, that's not an answer to the question, Shula. Unless the glamour doesn't work properly that far north. Let's have a look at what's in the river's edge, shall we? Considering the comment she just made. Oh, there is a cairn here, though. Or cairn. Are those shoe bills? No. Huh. I'm curious why this is an area we can go to and what ends up down there. I know there's probably a lot of people have already played through this and finished it. But as far as I remember, they said that there's a decent amount of content in this one. Those trees are interesting, actually.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Interesting terming. Calling her a tributary. Haven. What a peaceful little village in an area of the world thought to be destroyed by the Blight.
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog. All right, now. Back to your duties.
Look at the size of that dog.
You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
That'll be them then. Don't look like much if you ask me.
Look! That one's got a black cape.
Do you think he's the leader?
Hush! It's not polite to call outsiders outsiders.
How long do you think this bridge has been standing here?
Oh, at least as long as we have.
Seems like one of the cairns was disturbed by an ibex. As if we didn't have enough to do. Busy or not, though, we'll need to see to it soon. Don't want the glamour unraveling.
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere I looked. It was all I could do to make it back to Haven without being torn limb from limb.
All you could do. And there I was thinking you were a bearer.
Did you hear that, girl? You're going with father today.
If you don't mind, Manda, I'm in a hurry.
Please, Grandad, tell us another story about the witch.
The poor things are as pale as ghosts. Are they unwell? I don't think so, Mum. It's just the way they are.
I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Outsiders should stay on the outside.
Just you stay away from that temple. Do you hear me?
I heard you the first time.
The stalks are thin, the leaves limp. We should dress the soil with dung and straw at once, or I fear for the autumn harvest.
He's coming over here. What do we do? I don't know. Just look busy.
Don't think I can carry another barrel up those steps. If I had a crystal, maybe?
Those crystals are for the glamour, you lazy beggar. Now stop whining and get that water to the foundry.
Intruders! We must flee!
It's all right. They're the tributary's guests.
After what their kind did to us. It's wrong.
Oh, do you think he bites?
Who? The Hound? Or his master?
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walias.
This man, Walias, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walias is still a baby.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry?
Walias was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
Are you bound for the Wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Sid! You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us. I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
I'm not arguing. The child must...
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavart's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavart may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have one, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls. Time to visit Pavart.
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the 2 of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, all right?
All right.
Ah.
All right,
Forgot
then.
to unmute my mic for a while back.
And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. To remind us where we come from, like.
As motes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Will, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks.
I really gotta go find other places that the flowers
Should get
exist
back
in
to
the
work.
world.
If you need
Because I would
something
assume
crafting, let me
it
know.
exists elsewhere, unless the Blight
Well,
took them.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Huh, that's an interesting greeting. So it's an unusual greeting, but it's an interesting one. And that gives me the reflection of Earth for Titan's block. Oh. That's not bad, actually. Haven Foundry now available. God, this just reminds me of unlocking shit in 14. Oh, excuse me. So, that begs the question.
What is it you want?
Do you have anything for me, Pavat? Stormcry? No. Everdark? Is Icebrand. Yeah, that's weaker. Don't think you have any... Oh, Circle of Haven is new. But that's like way weaker than what I'm currently wearing. What's to bring me down? Actually, it doesn't bring me down that much. Huh. That might be a good one to use. Sun bracelets. So, nothing new yet. Sure, there'll be something new later.
Where in the blue heavens? Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back. Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you?
By the sound of it, you're the one that needs
From
help.
the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that we'd fleece you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
And that's perfectly acceptable.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Rills decided to make herself scarce. Ah, the heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit is she?
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still, especially once she heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! You should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
Like, if anything, seeing the way that these people talk and the way they interact with other people gives me a lot of, like...
Hear me, mine ancestors. Grant me the strength to tame the troubled waters of mine heart, that it might at last find serenity.
That's interesting. That they have the symbol carved into the rock. That's pretty cool. I was going to say about, you know, it's good to see all of this sort of stuff.
You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. And safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will.
You just admitted to not believing him, Clive. How could you?
This must be the path.
Ah, yes, the path I found earlier. Had myself a little wander down. There she is. I'd be concerned about that cairn. This is so close to the village.
Not here either. It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Rooker.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
It's much safer in here. Much safer, much nicer on this side of the wall than it is on the outside.
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only one she's ever met?
Now you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations.
That's interesting.
Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Rook is back. My wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
At least you're honest.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
This is one of the reasons I like the side quests for 16, because they're not... Ooh. Hello. That's interesting. They'll expand the world a lot, even though they're like really shitty, really simple side quests. Like the actual content and doing the quests is really easy, but the
Thanks for bringing me daughter
Oh,
back.
Nadina.
I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, was the route you wanted?
Right now I'm good.
When you've decided
But-
what you want, just let me know.
Ooh, that's good. I thought the fallen one had
May it
benefit.
serve you well.
A Minwu armoring,
Here
a
you
Minwu
are.
belt. Safe haven, nice. I'm full on pots.
Then I bid you good tide.
What do you think the tributary sees?
Hey,
What does he
buddy,
want?
are you capable of upgrading these? No, right now. Okay.
Good tide to you.
Wait, Circle of Haven? You are able to upgrade them.
What is it you want?
Oh no, that or Circle of Heaven, not Circle of Haven.
Good tide to you.
That's not what these are called, though, is it? Minwu. Minwu. So, what was it you were saying? Okay. Keeping quiet now.
How long do you think this bridge has been stuck?
Alright, Shula. Oh, I can chat with the child.
You're Lady Shula's friend, aren't you? Lady
Oh, she
Shula
has
says
been
if
following me.
I want to be tributary one day, I have to learn my letters just like she did. But what good are letters against a Tonberry's knife?
Oh, fuck, right. I forgot the Tonberries. Oh, no. Oh, forgot about the Tonberries. That's gonna be fun.
Off to the surge, are you? Well, just you stay close to the tributary. We don't want you getting lost in the forest.
Fair.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother? Did you have to ask?
Thanks for the condescending tone, Joshua. Really appreciate it. Oh. Well. I assume this is the more open area, but now, yeah. There's still stuff that needs to be done. Okay. Halewind Bay. Tonberries! Ah, hell yeah.
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
Does Titan Block work on a Tonberry? Oh god, he's sharpening his knife! Oh god, that's terrifying! Oh my god, I didn't think I'd actually see them sharpening their knife. That's terrifying. I suppose we'll go this way then. Or ibexes. To be honest, I wasn't sure if it was ibex or ibex, and then it was said in the village, so I was like, ah, okay, that makes more sense. Rip the dancing steel. Okay. Keep going, shall we?
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
All right. Oh, that looks so good. Look at it.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
Adamantoise. God, it's so similar to 14's Adamantoise. I forgot that. Buddy? Hey, you are alive. Okay. Wait, a lesser Archelon. Whoa. Okay, that was a surprise. Tetsukin's gonna do a whole lot to him. But Dancing Steel can do a decent bit and give me up some Zantetsuken gauge. And Judgment Bolt. Damn it. Badly timed. I'm still like beating into its head with a giant rock fist. So, you know. Still really curious about the cairns.
Might I inquire about the ray of light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
At least now it makes like a little bit more sense why Leviathan's considered lost. If he's been frozen in time for the last century. Another Adamantoise. Wait, if that was a lesser Archelon. What's a normal Archelon? FF15 Adamantoise?
The child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
True. Because we fucking met Odin down there. You know, when he split the fucking sea. Alright, so it's a dungeon then. Go. Iku. Ikite. That's so cool. Just the visual of this giant frozen wave is so cool to me.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Dwalius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes.
Is he like half converted into fucking Leviathan?
The forest grows quickly here.
That's not the word they
Left
use.
unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a
Ah, I
matter of
don't remember what the
weeks.
word that they use was. It's not like embracing. That's not the right term for it either. Fucking hell, look at that.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Like, that's insane. And the fact that it's not like just a flat surface, it's actually rippled waves as well. And they're all shiny and glittering in the
Droplets
distance.
of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained
Uh-huh.
untouched by time for ages.
I gotta say, compression probably isn't going to do this any good.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
This is, again, with 16, this is one of the games where, like, to properly be able to witness the beauty of this game, you'd need to play it. It's like, there's no way either YouTube or Twitch can properly display how beautiful this looks. Even then, I'm looking at it at 1080p.
There.
I don't have a 4K capture card. Damn pretty looking though. Just a fucking crater? Damn.
Down in the center. Follow me.
That's fucking terrible. Primed. That's what it was.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason.
I mean...
What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallis's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I'd hope not. But...
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Well, here's hoping Leviathan doesn't go mad.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
an interesting ability.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
Wait, did the icon split itself? Undine?
He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
The power of water. Icon Leviathan's essence. Clive's magic spells. Allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Cross Swell and is an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Ability details are found in Abilities tab. Leviathan's Feet, Serpent's Cry can be used to summon Clive. Used to summon to Clive's off arm a sea serpent capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distances. Pressing square will unleash Tidal Torrent, multiple bursts of water capable of forcefully knocking back smaller creatures. Pressing triangle, fire a powerful jet of water, a tidal stream. Using these will deplete tidal gauge, becoming unavailable when the gauge is empty. When the gauge will slowly replenish over time and refill quicker by pressing circle. The time a second. Press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gauge. So this just reminds me of reloading in Gears of War. Is also replenished when executing a precision dodge. Pressing R1 again while dodging, called Clive to roll in the air, again extending the dodge even further. Tidal Torrent can be used while pressing square. Okay.
Is that Leviathan?
Just an eggy.
Very close.
But a formidable adversary nonetheless.
I see. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like how the dodge looks. Okay. Oh my god, the timing. Ooh, machine gun. Hell yeah. Okay, I need to stop pressing circle to dodge. Ah, I got interrupted. Nice. Already got it as a trophy. Whoops. I am a little low. Oop, I pressed all of the wrong buttons. There we go. Woo. Nice. Okay, that's an interesting ability set. It makes me wonder what the other two abilities are. And the ultimate as well. An aqueous orb. So was it Pericos? I don't know if Pericos is a term used before for
Is everyone all right?
water spirit.
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
Pericos and Thalos.
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple.
Ah,
were,
Lamine
but-
summons him. Or Klimlane summons him in 14.
There's more to this tale.
Pericos.
It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right.
That was 3 trophies in the space of, what, 15 minutes?
So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it? Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
But before we do, have a look, shall we? Leviathan. Leviathan, Leviathan. Ba-da. Abyssal Tear. Abyssal Tear? I feel like Tear is more likely. Slowly expanding. Oh no, Tear would probably be correct. When the timing is right, summon forth an abyssal storm that hones in on nearby enemies. Yeah. The Deluge is our machine gun. Frostwell, twin waves rush inward. And Tsunami, a whirling wave of titanic proportions, swallow up and spit out all enemies caught in the circle. And then Serpent's Cry. What does mastering Serpent's Cry give me? Extends tidal gauge, extends unlimited ammunition period following a quick refill. Okay. Heating precision dodge while Abyssal Tear is active. Will increase its growth speed from 1 to 3. Upgrade increases maximum tier size from 3 to 4. More water to discharge during event. Allows assignment to any icon. Yeah. Battle techniques while during arcade mode. Yeah. The Deluge. Gradually augments firing speed while ability is active, increasing maximum possible hit count. Extends range of swell, increasing its overall area of coverage. Read that one already. Upgrades increases the hits. Mastery allows assignment to any icon. Interesting stuff. I don't know how much I'll use it, but it's interesting. Considering the other screenshot that we got during the pack stream, I'm wondering if we now can get Ultima's powers. You know? Considering the only screenshot that we got.
The broom is your warhammer. The leaves our mortal enemy. Show them no mercy for the glory of Mysidia.
Oh god, that laugh. Oh god. That is not what I was expecting, is the laugh. Okay. The Witten Hall.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the Imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own Mother Crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on.
Interesting.
So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more.
Fucking Mother Crystals.
And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A
That's
small
fucked
price
up.
to pay. Or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge.
Oh, we're gonna have to fucking fight the
It's been a
witch.
long time since anyone set foot in the place.
Is she gonna be
Now,
the Tonbury
there are
King?
others who claim it
Or
as their
Queen?
own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
Interesting you say that, Clive. Excuse me.
The Vare is not easy to find. We must first head north, and then west, deeper into the forest.
Right. Shall we do some side questing?
No sign of the child.
Reckon my
Hello.
steel's just as good as
Tide
any.
Strike. Ooh. Unfortunately, it's not better than what I already have. And you still
Till
don't have
next time,
upgrades for
then.
the belts. Okay.
I can't go on like this.
Just try.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet, healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too, but
But
this affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
This is interesting.
I'd be happy to. If I can.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
Right.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, if he's a bearer, he's lived long as a bearer.
Oh, do you need... I do. Though not from the forge. Fannet asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and...
I see. Sorry.
It's no trouble, really. Tell me, did your father do anything?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart...
When you say out and about...
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe.
We'll go give Blazier a visit then. Oh, is Blazier also sick? No, he's counting something.
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
Your name is Blazier, is it not? Pavad tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
You're talking about it as if it's a choice.
Anna doesn't know either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
Oh, I suppose there was something that struck me as a bit odd. He kept asking about the woods. Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing. I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go. It was like he was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what. But he never told me anyway.
Interesting.
Well, that certainly does sound unusual. And it might just be what Fannet is looking for. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Oh, and when you say Talor, wish him the best from me, eh?
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
That's an interesting one. Also, it does seem that I'm slowly leveling up past 50, even though the base game has a level cap of 50.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything.
Nothing conclusive. Blazir, the fisherman, told me that Talor had taken a sudden interest in the forest of late. He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way back from the coast.
The forest? But surely not.
But then...
I can't say for sure. But you may have encountered them during your time here.
Of course it's the
small,
fucking
scaly
Tonberries.
beastmen.
And you think they may have caused...
I do. At least in a way. And if I'm right, it's no wonder the treatments I've been trying didn't work. Oh, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you... There's an altar there. And if my fears are true... Please. I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows fast. I beg you, make haste for Father's Fell and take the offering from the altar. Talor's...
Very well.
Fucking Tonberries. Time to go get freaked out by them again.
Bastard things. Oh, the fish, why not? Oh, I never should have let him go alone.
Hail, stranger. Are you a rider by any chance?
I am. What gave me away?
Oh, I can smell it on you. The scent of the stables. And not just any stables. Something tells me you've never been one to ride half-starved birds with chine-gall and wet beak. If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens and has her feathers groomed twice a day with a curl hairbrush.
Nothing but the best for my ambrosia.
Ambrosia, eh? Pretty name. What's she like?
Well, she's tall and strong. And her feathers are as white as snow.
You're joking. You've got a white chocobo.
I have, yes. I suppose they are rather rare.
This I've got to see. Can you bring her here?
I would if I could, but I doubt Shula's skiff could hold her.
Me dad's got a boat. And he's ferried chocobos before. You could get him to bring her. It'd be perfect timing and all. He's preparing for a trip beyond the wall as we speak. I'm sure he'd help you if you asked.
So this will allow me to get ambrosia.
Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to have ambrosia around. All right then. Where could I find your father?
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook. Tell him Manda sent you.
We'll do the other quest as a priority. We'll go and take care of the offering right now. And we'll come back. Father's Fell. Green altar. Okay.
Before we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is then.
See how you fare with Titans. Right. Right, this way. Off we go.
If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark.
Oh. That's odd.
What are they up to? Some sort of ritual.
Oh god, their feet. Oh,
Sorry to disturb you.
oh god, their feet. Oh, come on. Even that missed. One one's coming at me. Okay. Oh, that one's coming at me. No! No, thank you. I'd rather not be stabbed with a knife, thanks. I still don't know if, I still don't know if I can prevent it with Titan blocks. I don't know if Santetsuken's gonna be enough now. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. Alright, it was. Okay, cool.
Let's see what's on this altar then.
Necklace.
A silver chain. I doubt the Tombries made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about.
Interesting. Boop. I'm gonna enjoy this because it's gonna make finishing off side quests in the other playthrough faster.
You're back?
I did. This silver chain.
I knew it.
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me. This chain. It's a Gregorian Maternoster.
Worn by men of the faith. What's it doing here? And why would the Tombries be praying to it?
To understand that, you need to understand what the Tombries are.
Are they Gregorians?
They feed on hatred and
Okay.
suffering. And some say that if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man, they will put a curse upon him.
So you think someone's put a Tombry curse on Talor?
I can't say for sure. Truth be told, I always assumed it was an old wives' tale. But given his fear of the forest and the presence of the chain on the altar, I don't know what else to think.
Does Talor have any enemies in the village? Anyone who would nurse such a grudge?
No, I believe the one who left the chain at the altar was Talor himself.
Why?
I beg your pardon.
What?
But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your ire has nowhere to go but back to its source.
You're saying he cursed himself?
In trying to curse another, aye.
Well,
When my
that's
father
kind of
was
payback.
younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture beyond the wall on trading expeditions. He told us that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, he'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs, lest Griega's faithful turn their cudgels on him.
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
Not that he ever told me.
Come now. Let's not waste time speculating about Talor's past. We need to focus on the present, and that means finding a way to break the curse.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Thank you. I shall.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this trouble. Here, it's not much, but I want you to have this. We call it an adder stone. It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out like a bell. Stuff you'd have no chance of spotting otherwise.
An adder stone, huh?
If you find anything, see that you bring it back to me. I can make you some decent gear with it. If you're interested, like.
I am, thank you. And I'll be sure to pay you a visit. Until then, I wish your father a swift recovery.
So, we now have an adder stone in 16. Serpent ring. The adder stone. I don't know what the serpent ring recipes are currently for. Oh, there we go. You have obtained the design draft for serpent rings. When equipped, enhance Leviathan's iconic abilities. Speak with Blackthorn in the Hideaway, Pavat in Haven's Foundry. Please note that crafting them will require several materials only found in Mysidia, such as aquamarine. Carved from aquamarine adder stones will resonate both audibly and visibly with other nearby sources of the precious gemstone, making them invaluable in gathering the rare crafting material. Hidden throughout Mysidia, be sure to check every corner of the region. Some aquamarine locations will differ between Final Fantasy mode and the base story. Interesting. Okay. You are the person I need to talk to.
You one of the outsiders, then?
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am. Got you running errands for her already, has she?
She's asked to see my chocobo, but I'd need your help and your boat to bring her here.
Or you could just say no. Honestly, that girl and her birds, she'll be growing feathers soon enough.
Well, truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first. But thinking about it, it would make it easier to get around if I had Ambrosia here. Can you help?
Well, if you're sure that's what you want. The tributary says we're to treat you lot as we would each other. So, if you need me to ferry your bird over, then that's what I'll do. Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd or two to keep her calm on the journey over.
And where would I find one of those?
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay, and I'm told the world's changed a fair bit since then. Where do you usually get your stable supplies from?
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tag lived in Martha's Rest, and if I remember correctly, he traded in chocobo feed too. So I suppose I'll go and ask him.
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do that, you collect your bird and your gourd, and then meet me by the shore. Just don't take too long, all right?
To Martha's Rest, then, I guess. Where are we going? Excuse me. We're back in bleak Primogenesis area. Rowan.
I remember you. You're the one who...
She's very well.
Oh, don't thank me. You're... Anyway, what brings you...
I was hoping to purchase, and I thought you might be able to tell me where I could find one.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that. Just so happens...
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing me a favor taking a few off my hands, but just be on the lookout for wild birds, eh? Don't...
I will.
Oh, you're very welcome. Any friend in times like these...
We certainly do. Northreach, then.
That was surprisingly easy.
We want to keep Manda's father waiting.
I did not expect that. Okay.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Can't summon her this side. I can summon her the other side, though. Grace, I should be able to. Why does my Discord keep refreshing? Makes me think that I keep getting notifications or
Those
messages.
things didn't fight like men.
Ambrosia.
Good girl.
Faster!
Ah, there. And this must be Ambrosia, was it? Oh, she's a...
I have the mimic or two.
Thank you kindly. Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay now, Ambrosia. Don't worry. You'll be all right.
I suppose this was a thought I had when I seen the benchmark stuff for Dawn Trail, right? I'm wondering if there's a scene where we're going across on a boat. Do we get to choose what mount goes in our boat? Because if we do, I want to put the Amaro in it.
You didn't all? She is as white as snow. You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
Ambrosia's been through a lot. I doubt there's much that could unnerve her now.
Not with a beloved master by her side.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her someday.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you only need say the word.
Thank you. But I think we might explore Mysidia together. What do you say, Ambrosia?
Quest complete. Bird of passage. Or we're right. Nice. I don't need to actually talk to him to get her back in the rest of the world, right? That would be ridiculous. Okay. Party makeup has changed.
Ben wants it.
Oh, I'm sure Bula probably doesn't want to be brought over to the other side. The uninvited guest. Roles of honor. Suppose we'll do these before I go much further. So let's go pick up the uninvited guest. We'll see what this one is. Nope, there's Joshua.
I suspect two dominants can handle whatever it is that awaits you atop that peak. And if not, there's always Lady Shula's battle axe.
True. It may not be the most impressive of axes, but it's definitely an axe.
May I speak with you a moment? There is a matter with which I would beg...
Of course, what is it?
Please. No.
Something serious, then?
Yes. I was passing by the low gate when I saw a figure moving among the trees up on the cloak. At first, I thought it must have been you. But the more I think about it...
And you're sure it wasn't one of the other villagers?
Positive. I think it was someone from outside. Of course, it could just be my imagination playing tricks on me. But if it is who I think it is, we cannot allow him to leave. Would you go and see? Oh, he won't try to hurt you, believe me.
Sure.
Very well. Whether the man
Interesting.
you saw is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know. It may yet be someone else entirely. Someone who means...
Perhaps. Just promise me that...
Don't worry. I won't draw...
Thank you.
Yamila, this man you saw, might he be the customer you...
I fear so.
The customer?
I'll explain later.
Oh, did she work in, Did she work for the dame in Northreach? And then this dude followed her back? Possible.
If we pick too many of the flowers, there won't be enough.
All right. Considering how, oh no, I'm thinking of a 14 quest. Never mind. I mean, there's still some fucked up bearer quests in this.
A bottle. Breath of the arbor. Perfume from Sambrag. Looks expensive too.
Why am I hearing flies?
Who's there? Stop!
Oh, did he go into the cave? Oh no. Oh no. Cave's much further back.
No! No! Hang on! I'm coming! Don't eat me! I'll give you gut rot. I swear!
Stand back. I'll handle this.
Wait, what? I'm just like, I didn't even see any pollen. What the fuck?
Farewell.
Nice. I was just like, I'm either going to wait for him to come to me, or I'm just going to toss these at him. Deal with him. Oh. Alright, don't run this time, dickhead.
Are you alright?
I'm more than all right. I'm saved. Oh, I could kiss you.
Don't.
Maybe you should introduce yourself first.
Hervey! I knew it was you. What are you doing here?
I came to see you. Oh, my little canary. It's been so long.
Thank you for saving him and sparing him.
Who is he?
Hervey, one of many clients from my employment beyond the wall.
One of many clients? We spoke every night of our plans together. Whispered songs of love into each other's ears. And then you upped and vanished without so much as a word.
I left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together. That I could never abandon my family. And I told you not to look for me. How did you even find this place, anyway?
The flame of your love was as a beacon in the night that guided me to you.
Hervé.
That's some fucking cheesy shit, man.
I was walking by the coast near Northreach when I saw a lady who looked like you. Eyes like the ocean. Hair like the driven snow. The next moment, she and her companions were jumping in a skiff and sailing out towards the wave. So I, borrowed the nearest boat and started rowing.
You
Must have been Sheila
madman.
bringing us here. So what? You rowed, found a nose how many leagues across the bay, simply because you saw a woman with white hair.
And as I did, the skies changed from a dull and hopeless grey to a bright and benevolent blue. That was when I knew for certain that my little canary was close.
You are
Why
bonkers.
did you come? You should have forgotten me, as I tried to forget you. I cannot leave my people, Hervé. And now that you know about this place, neither can you. We must return to Haven and accept my family's judgment.
Huh.
I'm to meet your family. Oh,
Oh
my
no,
little
buddy.
canary.
Oh, buddy. You do not understand.
Please, come and see me later. You did as I asked, and you must be rewarded for it. But first, follow me, Hervé.
To the end of the world and beyond.
He's definitely drunk. Oh, but wait, no, there was a bottle of perfume, not a bottle of alcohol.
How could I be so careless?
Don't blame yourself. I doubt anything could have kept that man away.
Why am I on fire still? Oh, the strength pot. Right. I forgot that was the effect of the strength potion.
Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive. You two met at the Vale, I take it.
When I worked there,
That was the name of the place.
to earn the coin that my people need to survive. Though Mysidia is our sanctuary, there are certain necessities that it cannot provide. And for that reason, some of us seek employment beyond the wall. Yet few are the opportunities for followers of a strange faith in a strange land.
And so you supported your family as best you could.
I did. And I have never regretted it for a moment. I found a second family in the Vale. And in the Dame, a second mother. I also found Hervé. But our love could never be. I knew that if I revealed my secret to him, I would be putting my people in danger. But that if I did not, I would be living a lie, unable to return home.
What will happen to him now?
Since our people settled in Mysidia, uninvited visitors have been few and far between, but not unknown. Explorers, survivors of shipwrecks, none lasted long.
That sounds threatening.
I see.
That was before my time, you understand. I've never had to make a decision like this before. Yamila, know that I do not blame you for any of this. It was me who decided to make the trip to shore. Me who exposed our secret. This was my mistake, and I shall bear the responsibility.
Thank you, tributary. I only beg you to remember that Hervé means us no ill will. He's just a fool. A fool who loves me.
I will take that into consideration. But yours is not the only voice I must listen to. The whole family must be consulted, and it may take time for me to arrive at my decision. I hope you understand.
Of course, tributary. However long it takes.
These people have been living here
Come
in
what
secret for
may,
a century.
I thank you, my lord.
They don't accept
for
outsiders.
bringing us back together.
How many people came here to begin with? You gotta think about it, right? It's like, huh.
When you've decided what you want, just let me know.
Because, if it comes up, right,
May I
that
serve
the
you well, if you're showing
the
any
people here, right? How many century, or the what? At least a century and a half. At least 150 years. How many generations is that? And how close are they to interbreeding, or inbreeding rather? Considering she just said the family, like I get the whole thing of like, oh hey, the village.
Tore the fish right out of the baskets.
I know the whole thing of like, oh hey, this everyone in this village treats each other like family.
Let him go alone. Ty, take me. What am I gonna do?
But there's only a certain amount of time until that's
You.
literally a family.
Shula said you were a force to be reckoned with. Are you?
Why do you ask?
Hey? Oh, sorry. I should explain. My name's Kitav. I'm worried about a friend of mine. He went into the forest and he hasn't come back. Would you help me find him?
Sure.
I can try. Tell
We'll
me
see
what
if
I
we
need
can
to
find
know.
him.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors cast to keep this place hidden, right?
Shula told us about it, yes.
Right. So you know the cairns we use to maintain the spell? Well, it's me and my friend's job to maintain them. If it weren't for the likes of us, it would have faded years ago.
So your friend went into the forest to visit one of these cairns.
Aye, that's right. He said he was going down to Father's Fell. There are two cairns out that way, one by the banks of the Swift Run, and another near the Winged Wains, the, ships in the forest.
All right. How will I know this friend of yours?
His name's Nassef. He's about my height, but clean-shaven. If you could track him down and see that he's come to no harm, I'd be much obliged. I'll search the village, just in case anyone's seen him, and meet you back here.
Very well.
Alright. What was his name? Nasev? Nasev?
One cairn by the ships.
Nassef.
Another by the river. Better get moving.
Alright, let's see if we can find him then. I'm considering doing another full playthrough of 16. From the beginning again. Tempted. Haven't made any full decision on it yet, but this time I'm actually going to space it out a bit more.
Well, here's the cairn.
There's other things I want to play, other things I want to stream too.
To the riverbank, then.
I'm assuming, right? Hang on, we'll go back up. I'm assuming what I was hearing. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm trying to hit the guys in the air and I'm not able to hit them. Well, at least now I know what I'm looking for when it comes to the aquamarines.
This is the mineral Pavar was talking about. The one that rings out like a bell.
Cool. That is at least extremely obvious. I'm happy about. Actually, I need to go this way. Same way as the main quest. And then take a right.
Who have we here? I'm looking for a man named Nassef.
Aye, I know him. Takes care of the cans. Wait, you didn't think I was him, did you? Sorry, mate, I'm just out to gym myself a few ibexes. What do you want with the lad, anyway?
His friend, Katav, asked me to look for him. Apparently he ventured out to work on one of these cans and didn't return.
Well, that is a worry.
You're a hunter, yes? You must know the woods as well as anyone. Can you think where he might have gone?
There's a bridge further down the path. Blasted thing got washed away a few moons back. Our carpenter only recently had time to rebuild it. But if I remember rightly, there is another cairn on the far side. Maybe he decided to visit that one while he was here.
Maybe. It's worth a look, certainly. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'll keep an eye out too. Perhaps he just got delayed or something.
Let's hope so.
A crab. A robber crab.
This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
Drink. All right. Cross the bridge to find the other Karen.
Those won't be friendly.
There's a ruin over there. Do the cairns... Oh, there he is. Oh, of course there's a slime. Whoa! Fucker. Oh, fuck yeah, get parried, bitch. Also, please. Wait. Oh, no, I did use that for freaking 7. I don't know if Zantetsu is going to do a whole lot for the Wyndham. Nice. Parry again. I like that. Alright. Let's see how this does, shall we? 74,000 damage. Nice. Whew. I hate that enemy type.
Oh, thank you.
I'm the tributary's guest. And you must be Nassef.
I am? But how do you know that?
Katav.
Well, Frank Katav asked me to look for you when you didn't return.
Ah, I'm sorry. I was so focused on attuning the cairn, I didn't see those creatures coming till it was too late.
How exactly do they work?
Oh, there are crystals inside. They're what keeps the glamour going. Should the ether cease to flow through too many of them, our shroud would quickly unravel. It's my job to make sure that doesn't happen.
And an important job it is. But you'll struggle to do it if you're dead.
Yeah.
You need to take more care.
Yeah, no arguments there. The truth is, me and Katav usually work together, watching each other's backs like. But when we heard outsiders were coming, we split up to get the job done faster, so things would be perfect for your arrival. Stupid, I know.
So you found him then?
Hey, there's the hunter.
Not before the local fauna did. My arrival seemed to put them off their dinner.
Mustn't have been hungry after all. Expect you'll be wanting someone to escort you back to the village then, Nassef. Woods are full of nasties today.
When you're next in Haven, be sure to come and see us. You saved my life. It's only right I repay you.
If you insist. Take care now.
I would assume that the whole traveling back automatically is disabled for Final Fantasy mode. Because that's really handy. It also means you don't have to fight enemies on the way back. But it's also really shit because you don't actually gain any
I'd lost
XP.
you. But you saw to it that I was found. Thank you. Nassef told me everything. If you hadn't got there when you did... Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about.
All that matters is that you're safe. Far be it from me to tell you how to do your jobs, but don't go alone again.
Or if we have to, maybe we should think about casting the glamour on ourselves to keep the wildlife from spotting us. It'd take its toll, of course, but it'd beat letting the cairns fall and having to weave the entire spell from scratch. Imagine if we had to do that.
I'd rather not. Would only succeed in adding 2 new piles of stone to the collection.
Your bearers?
That we are, thank the tides. The others can't attune to the crystals in the cairns the same way we can. I reckon this place would be doomed without us.
So, you do this work for the good of your people? Not because...
We're forced to. No. From what I've heard of the way things work on the outside, we were truly blessed that our rain fell here in Mysidia. Our people are few enough as it is. If we started turning on each other, kin against kin, over nothing but a stupid accident of birth, our days would be numbered.
They would.
Anyway, all's well that ends well, eh? Thanks to you, both of us lived to keep this place hidden another day.
Huh. Can be traded for guild. Okay. As I just did during that cutscene, I am gonna be right back. Right, and I return. Hello. Yeah. Thought my gain was a little bit high there, but it's right. That again. Right. I believe that is all of the side questing done. Hey, it's this one. That is all of the side questing done. We can go back to the forge and see if there's anything new there. There's a few other spots. Excuse me. We could go and have a look at. But again, there's a lot of spots I still can't actually go to, so we'll continue on with the story for now. We'll go to the Dark Gate. We'll see what awaits us atop the cliff. Let me use a potion real quick to get the health back up. Oh no, that's wrong time. Okay, here. Fallen
There's a
ruins.
large gate up ahead, and beyond it, a cluster of ancient ruins. The temple, or the Heir of Hours as my people call it, can only be reached by passing through them.
Wouldn't be the first time we've traveled through fallen ruins. Oh yeah, she's a bear. I was just like, how is she using magic? She's a fucking bear, that's why.
The forest is crawling with life, most of it hungry, which is why we make sure this gate stays shut.
And why you carry that impressive-looking axe, I presume.
Noticed her, have you?
The Heir of Hours. Pretty
The
cool
temple
looking
is
place.
up there.
Don't worry, those cliffs aren't the only way to the top.
Who's looking for red crab? I want to get better at the combat in 16, especially when it comes out of PC.
Over here! This one.
Again, accidentally used a strength tonic when I didn't mean to. The aquamarine. Yes. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, the way Yoshi talked about the
Are these the
Rising
ruins?
Tide story.
Yes. As far as we can tell, they're part of the same complex as the temple itself.
So
To
not
think of all the people who must
fallen
once
ruins.
have lived here.
Are these ruins done of the Northerners rather than the Fallen? Need to go. We can go multiple ways. Go this way and make sure that we're clearing the entire place. Death Stalkers. I feel like I'm used to the combat system, but oh. Hey, Kawaru. This is gonna be fun. Temple Kawaru. So what to be? Shido Kawaru? Oh, missed it. Ooh, that's a new move. I switched at the wrong time. Okay, come on, buddy. That's pretty cool. Alright, fucking Jesus Christ. I fucked that up too many times there. I did say this would be interesting. Ooh, broke through my guard.
Fire and flame!
I needed that.
There we go. Limit breaking just does extra damage. Like overall does extra damage. I think it's more damage instances for sure. Shit. That's new. Come on, jump at me. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do today. That's a better dodge move, you know? That's one that I can actually counter.
I'll take care of that.
Too early on the second dodge. Alright, hang on. Let me get my potions on. I just hear it hitting my allies so much. I can't change to Phoenix and back fast enough to be able to benefit from that one. Well, that was unintentional, but it worked. I don't know if Zantetsu can kill him though. Nope. Oh, it did, didn't it? Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, didn't it? So what was this way? Other than that quad? This quad? 5 bloody hides. Who's a good boy?
Where would I be without you?
That seems to be all that's over here. Alright. Well done. Expected. I'm glad though I got to see that because it just shows me that there's a lot more combat, or a lot more in a fight with Quaru now. Even though it might just be that specific one that has all of the new moves. It does have a lot of new moves. Oh, there's another slime up here. God damn it. Well, let's get this over and done with. Wait, he has an aquamarine.
Rigging. Mistakes.
Fucking hell. Damn it, I was trying to do a proper counter parry. Or not counter parry, the other one. That one. Iconic. Not the Titanic block, the Raging Fist. Would help if I was actually on Titan to do me Titan blocks, right?
Too slow.
Yeah, it's too far away. Oh, I took damage from that one. And I'm out of potions again. Fuck. Fire and flame. even just as a normal enemy, I just don't like it.
Seems like it isn't only Haven's blacksmith that has an appetite for these things.
Don't like them. Flans are just difficult enemies because they don't take a lot of
These
physical
remind
damage.
me of home.
You're from the north, then?
Yes. And no.
I see.
Huh. Thought we might get a little bit more about Jewel there. And that's this fight finished.
Flawless, but at least we won.
Hardly flawless. Lady, we didn't even get touched that time. Full of water. Yeah. I mean, I should probably go back and get potions before I finish this. Realistically. I should definitely go back and get potions. Oh, just since I see that there's another Quadu. You know what? What am I gonna do? Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. System save. I'm gonna call it there. Create a save data file. I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow. Because there's a lot. Oh shit, they actually gave a Buster Sword. And Cortana, nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna call it a night there. I am gonna be back tomorrow doing some more of this. Potentially on Saturday, but I don't know if it'll be this or if it'll be me working on the stage for the stream. Might be. We'll see. Alright. Cheers for hanging out, people. I'm gonna call it a night. Bye-bye.